PSYPOD. PSYPOD.
Welcome to the #1 show after Squid Game, the series, not the challenge. This is PSYPOD number 39. Make some noise. Poo poo poo.
Poo 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 poo.
Poo 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 poo. Poo.
Pew.
Pew.
Pew pew.
Okay, welcome back.
It's kind of interesting now because with all the community guidelines in YouTube, right? So people can't say words like suicide or murder or guns.
No.
Yeah, and I've noticed that a lot of creators, the way they get around it.
They can't say porn also, no. They say corn.
Corn, yeah. And one of the things that I noticed is when they say, "Oh, and this guy pulled out a pew pew." And I'm like, that sounds so fucking cute. Pew pew. Or they'll be like, this person unalived themselves.
Unalive themselves.
Yeah, so. But then at the same time, I recently put in an essay for this competition. It's called the Paul G. Quinnett Life Experience. And the essay is about suicidal ideation and all that stuff. And one of the things now, I think, in terms of that language is you don't say committed suicide, say died by suicide.
Yeah.
Interesting how language changes.
You do okay, but I think commit suicide is also a double negative, innah? Because to commit suicide is to commit the act of killing yourself, manna. So it's that's also committing something, manna, suicide.
Yeah, but then it's more so that die by suicide. I think people are now pushing for death by suicide or die by suicide.
Is suicidal a mental disease? Being suicidal?
I don't want to come off like an expert on this because...
No. In your opinion, what do you think it is a mental disease?
I don't...
To be suicidal? Or is it a symptom of a mental disease?
It can be the final effect of certain mental conditions. I think a lot of people, as somebody who's had suicidal ideations and has gone through quite a series of mental issues myself, I can tell you that in that moment when you feel
suicidal,
when you have suicidal thoughts, when you have suicidal ideation, it's kind of scary how much sense it makes.
Whoa, really?
Because you're going through a lot of pain, right? And you're going through a lot of discomfort, and you're going through something and you feel not many people understand, and it's this. You start to think that I don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to feel this way anymore. And if you don't exist, you don't feel that way anymore. So it's scary how rational it can be in that moment. And with that in mind, for those of you who are probably going through something and are having suicidal ideations, it's okay to reach out and talk to someone as well. I don't want y'all to, I don't want to start off, but then...
and if that doesn't work, just kill yourself. Yeah.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, life is overrated, man. Kinley said it himself, from his words himself.
All right.
That's how the media works.
Yeah, but then at the same time, I think there is a lot to... I think sometimes people just need help to sort of see the value in their own life. And yeah, I mean, it's nice. I think we've been... The scary narrative that a lot of people have been pushing is that only, you have to find meaning in your life and you have to find purpose and you have to think, but I think nobody ever actually tells you that you can ask for help to find meaning in your life.
But people find it difficult to ask for help also.
Exactly, and that's because...
So what's your advice to people who find it difficult to ask for help but they need it?
You have to be willing to make yourself vulnerable. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. And I'm not going to tell you that the first person who you ask for help is going to help you. Maybe they try to help you, but maybe they don't help you the way you want to be helped. Yeah. And it's a lot of trial and error, but I think being patient with yourself, being kind to yourself, sort of understanding that if it's not working out now, it doesn't mean it won't work out forever. You just have to, for lack of a better term, you have to just keep swinging, keep swimming.
Keep moving forward. Yeah.
Keep moving forward.
Keep swimming forward. Yeah. You're gonna quote Finding Nemo.
Yeah, just keep swimming. And if you don't find somebody initially who's going to help you, you will find someone eventually. And I do believe that it's just that you have to be willing. I think we have to be willing to make ourselves vulnerable to ask for help. And I say that as somebody who asks for help a lot.
Mapadi, people say that when you're in prison, the worst thing you do to somebody is solitary confinement. More.
Yeah, because humans are social creatures. We are not meant to isolate ourselves.
So I think
even people who say they are introverted, to some degree,
you need some social energy.
Yeah, they need social energy, right? Like to some degree.
Remember.
Just the degree varies, but everyone wants to be around people. And sometimes when you are in a state of mind when you're by yourself, it actually, I think, does a lot more harm to you. If you're doing it on a regular basis, constantly, because you're going through stuff and you feel that you can't ask for help, so you self-isolate, and then it's just a very cyclical, it's just a horrible wheel of torment that you're putting yourself through.
But I feel like I resonate with extrovert energy though. And what it really means is like I feed off people's energy. So if I'm feeling a little low, then I meet people. No, you get energy, you feel a little bit better. No, but sometimes I think what I heard about introvert is the opposite. They're full of energy lower. When they were in the group setting, then the energy was a little drained.
Yeah.
So I think you can stay by yourself, but healthy habits, no. Don't just sit and dwell into your thoughts which make you feel like shit, no. Maybe if you do like something which you maybe like exercise or do something hands-on, or then that maybe will be beneficial to your mental health rather than sitting by yourself and thinking bad thoughts, or being in a situation where you're uncomfortable, trying to force yourself to fit in even though you don't want to. I don't know.
And I think that's the thing, right? Like one thing I've learned through my encounters with a lot of people is sometimes people, they're in that group setting, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes they just don't want to talk. And if they don't want to talk, you don't have to, they don't have to talk. They don't have to interact. There are some people who like being in a group setting and not mingling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they like being surrounded by people.
Yeah.
But they don't necessarily want to talk to people and stuff. And I think out of our own kindness, but misplaced kindness sometimes, we try to put them in situations where, because we think that, this person is not talking, maybe I should,
involve them.
And sometimes they just don't want that. And I think, again, like I said, for those people who do that, it's not because there's any malicious intent. It's just a little bit of misplaced compassion. And it's also important to, I think I find this especially in the Asian context, is we don't let people feel comfortable enough to tell us those things.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you're drinking with your friends and if your friend says that he doesn't want to drink today, do you just say fine?
I've reached the age where I'm like, okay, if you don't want to drink,
right? Exactly.
But maybe like 5 years ago,
you have to drink.
Of course, yeah.
But then I think now I'm slowly sort of finding that you start noticing that more, and I've been noticing that a lot more, and I noticed that I do that as well, and it's sort of been this weird thing of like, maybe, catching yourself and being like, if this person doesn't want to do it, don't force them. Ask them, make that offer, and if they say no, then let it be. And that they're happy and that they're comfortable, and it's fine to let them be comfortable.
I think drinking is
no, but I'm just
bad habit.
Drinking is an example.
I know what you're saying.
But we have this thing, sometimes we call our friends and we're like, let's go out, and if they're like, no, we don't want to go, then we'll be like, why aren't you coming out? Come out.
Yeah.
And sometimes people just don't want to do that, and I think it's okay to just let them be.
But it's also like difficult for the other person to accept nobody. So you come up with little white lies like, I have to shave my legs, or I have to wash my hair, or whatever. No.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the article I'd written in Tashtelek for the issue of November and December. It is the inability for Bhutanese people to accept no, or to tell people no, that we can't say no, and we can't accept it if a person says no.
So that's out of our politeness or cultural things, yeah.
It's cultural, and it's a very aggressive communal behavior as well. Like, why aren't you being a part of us? Why aren't you doing this thing that all of us are gathered here to do. Sometimes people just want to be in the gathering, but they don't want to be involved in the gathering. And I think it's fine, just leave them alone. And if they want to be a part of it, they'll join in. If they don't want to be a part of it, they'll sit it out. Maybe they join in, and maybe in the middle they realize they don't like it, and they just move out. And I think just being able to give people that space and that ability to do that is essential.
And that's why Kinley is not fun at parties.
Yes, Kinley is absolutely not fun at parties. More so because I got dragged, not dragged.
You told me about last night, no?
Yeah, I didn't get dragged.
Tell me about last night.
I didn't get dragged. I accompanied a friend of mine to Blackout yesterday.
Ironically, because Kinley cannot see.
Yeah. And I don't like clubs at all.
That's not a club. Club is a hybrid.
No, there's like a DJ set going on.
I know.
Dancing.
It's advertised as a bar place, but it's like a,
it's a
pseudo house party.
Yeah, it's like a rooftop house party basically. And I've always gotten this, like,
I'll cut this. Those today, minutes today. Sorry. Okay, we'll continue. I'll cut this part out. 1, 2, 3, Kinley, where you started from?
No, I've always had this thing of when I used to go to clubs, I used to go because my friends wanted me to go with them.
Yeah.
And I never had fun.
Okay.
And I just go because my friends wanted to.
Okay, tell me what's your thing with not having fun with the clubs?
Not my scene.
The music, the people.
It's the music. Firstly it's the music. Club music is bad. Well, personally, subjectively, it's very bad for me. I just can't vibe. I have to get really drunk if I want to enjoy club music, and I'd rather not get drunk to enjoy something like that.
Okay.
Second thing is clubs are dark and dimly lit.
But that's nothing for you.
Yeah, and exactly, and it's a struggle because low lit areas are difficult for me. But that's like a small thing. It's just more so the music isn't great.
Okay.
And also, I generally like to be able to get away from loud music if I don't want to be in that situation, which you can't do in a club.
Okay.
Like if I exit the club, I go to another room, there's another DJ set playing. You know what I mean?
I know, it's like smoking room kind of vibes.
Yeah, and then I don't like that. Which is why when I go out, Mojo is fun for me in that situation. Although I haven't been to Mojo in a while, but it's like, if the music is too loud, I can just get out and sit outside. And a lot of the time, it's music that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about yesterday?
Yeah. So what I was trying to say is, so I used to, when I was a few years ago, I used to go to clubs because friends used to want me to go, and I never enjoyed it. And even if I did go, then they would be like, "Why aren't you dancing? Why aren't you drinking?" And then you end up like, just like begrudgingly standing there, shuffling your feet, like not feeling it. But people are like, "Why aren't you dancing?" And now I've come to this point where I'm like, if somebody doesn't want to do it, they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And it's nothing on your friends. Like, it's not that you're a bad friend, so I'm not dancing with you. It's just that it's not my vibe. And
so that was experience yesterday, what?
Yeah, a little bit of it. Like, thankfully, this group that I went with, they asked me, "Do you want to dance?" And I said, "No."
Oh, it's about dance floor, yeah.
Do Nazir. Well, it was a makeshift dance floor.
Okay, so.
But it's an interesting observation I made. So I was sitting next to the DJ's booth.
Okay.
And there was this group of chilips dancing, right?
Okay.
And the chilips, what I found very interesting is freely dancing.
Okay.
Openly dancing.
Okay.
Laughing, dancing, joyful.
Okay.
All around them, I saw Bhutanese just drinking and watching them. And you can clearly tell that it's like they want to join, but they're feeling inhibited.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're saying.
You know what
I know what you're saying. I think everyone who's listening to this knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's that I really want to join them, but I'm not drunk enough yet.
Yeah, they.
Like, I can't, I have to be a little drunk because I want to get rid of that inhibition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing that you, again, notice with a lot of, within our thing is that we need to have an excuse to be able to open up.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
So if somebody, example, like if I meet you tomorrow,
yeah,
and last night you and I went out and you got drunk and you danced, right?
Okay, which did not happen.
Which did not happen. And if I tell you today, "Oh, Psy, you danced like an animal last night."
Oh.
What would be your reaction? Yours would be, no, chant aani degi.
Ah.
You ever notice that? It is always, we need an excuse to be able to be uninhibited.
Ah.
And that is another thing that I've observed. And that's sort of an idea. That thing is there in our society, where people don't feel comfortable to be open, or just they don't feel comfortable to
be themselves.
Be themselves.
But maybe for me, I'll tell you, like if I'm very drunk, I can dance and all. No, it just needs a little social kind of lubricant to go there.
Yeah.
To push me to like, okay, I'm having fun without caring about what other people see.
Yeah,
but when you're sober and you're
yeah.
fully observant of all your surroundings, and then you're dancing, then you're paranoid over your every movement. No, I see Chilenki me thamaga, I see Gates me thamaga, I see maybe that person I know is looking at me. You think these things not in your mind.
Yeah, and that's I understand that thought process. I get that feeling every time I headbang. Like, but then the thing, but it's just that why do we feel that way, right? Like, I don't know. I was just looking at all the Americans, the chlips there. They were dancing. Some of them were very drunk. Some of them were sober. Some of them were fine. It's just there was this reckless abandon where it's like, I'm here to have fun. And I don't care. And that's the interesting thing, is that regardless of whether you are drunk or sober, those who are going to judge you are going to judge you. And it doesn't necessarily
but
matter.
It kind of gives you like a scapegoat or a way out better.
Yeah.
Like, hey, sorry, I was drunk.
And that's another thing we do, right? When we're drunk, we apologize profusely. I've met quite a lot of people who do that.
I'm the type also.
When they're drunk, they're like, I'm so sorry, I'm drunk, please forgive me. I'm usually not this way. But then it's like, it's fine. Like, as long as you're not like going around punching people in the throat or, making lewd sexual unwanted gestures, it's fine. But no, it's just an observation I made. And the entire point here being that, we, as a society, we don't feel comfortable to be open and just to be ourselves, because we are somehow worried that being ourselves would be offensive to other people. And the truth of the matter is, regardless of whether you are or whether you aren't yourself, those who want to get offended will get offended, and they'll make an issue of it.
Maybe an overarching thought process that even more, but actually we have traits of small town vibes, don't they?
Yeah.
So small town vibes is very like similar like this thing. Like when you go out, you meet at least one person you know, and when you go out in a public setting where it's a popular place where people hang out, and you're doing something which makes yourself a little vulnerable, you're a little bit hesitant. So that's just
but then that's the thing, no. With even though it is a small town thing, but what I'm trying to say is those who want to say and those who want to make you, who are offended by you, will find any reason for it.
Yeah.
You may not be drunk, let's say.
Uh-huh.
You may not be drunk at a club. You may not be dancing. You may be drinking. Those, if they're not going to say that you were drinking, there's people who are going to be like, oh, I saw him in a club. Oh, he was with this group of rambunctious, young people. So it's going to happen either way.
He was with a group of rambunctious young youths.
Yeah, that's what I felt like yesterday, because all of these kids are like in their 20s and I'm like 30 and I'm like, yeah, not for me.
Kinley, we're not also that old. We remind ourselves also.
I'm not saying that I'm old, but it's just that I don't know. For me, club environments are always.
It's uncharted waters there for you.
It's not just uncharted waters.
If you went to Mojo Park more, you saw the same group vibing to the rock music, you won't think that much, man.
True. No, but then it's just club music. It's nothing to do with the people. It's just club vibe.
Me also, I'm getting to that phase where I'm getting very fed up of it. But
I
it was
honestly
fun
don't
during
care
my 20s.
what people do in the club. Like, they can dance, they can do whatever. Yeah. It's just the vibe, like the venue weirds me out a bit. Like, I don't know.
I think for me, I've used that excuse of getting drunk so I can just let my inhibitions go and all that. No, I'm trying to let go of that trait of mine. So I'm just trying to like have fun without relying too much on alcohol. So maybe have one drink if need be, but then let's not push it to 5 or 10 or 15 drinks down. No.
This for the past few months, I have this group of friends. We meet every Friday, and we call ourselves the Weekly.
The Weekly.
So every Friday we meet, we have dinner together, we drink reasonable quantities of alcohol.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Is this a chillip gang?
Yeah. And it's fun, and so it's sort of through that process that I've sort of started feeling more comfortable about being myself more and more around people. And I think you need that sometimes,
Yeah, well, you need to, I think, balance in everything though. So sometimes once a week, chika shejo to it. me personally, I'm taking a gap from alcohol. It's affecting my life by habits. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
I haven't met you out for a while.
It's been a minute. It's been a short minute. It's not been a long minute, but I'm trying to make it a habit. I think, what my sister once told me, which I didn't really take seriously, was, you can have fun without getting drunk.
You can actually. I do.
That's what I'm saying. You can have fun without getting drunk. So I'm trying to learn. I'm not saying it's possible. It definitely is. I'm sure of it. But for me right now, since I've never done it, like I've not gone out for a bit also. But now I'm thinking if I do go out from henceforth, let's try a sober day. Let's see if I have fun.
How about you stay sober till New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I can do that. I stayed sober for the whole October day.
Last year, no?
So this year also.
This year?
I do every year, sober October.
Oh.
Just for a detox.
Sober
October.
October.
Huh?
October.
It's okay. October. So the challenge comes from Joe Rogan. No, he does sober October, and then he doesn't do any drugs or alcohol, and he exercises and tries to get the best shape in the year more. Then he qualifies for, if you pass sober October, you qualify for
No November.
No remember November.
Oh.
So you go all out on November. So I went a little too all out on November. Now I'm trying to go back to trying to slow down my pace now. I abused it. See. So October I was disciplined. Then November I was like, I did October. No, let's go for it. See, we're a little bit out of my thing here.
Yeah.
I
would like to say that because of one thing that happened because of my weekly meetings with these friends of mine, who are amazing, lovely people. My alcohol tolerance went up quite a bit.
Now, if you regularly consume something, of course, tolerance will increase. Then.
I was quite surprised because last time, recently, I was out with some friends, and this wasn't even Friday, just out with friends, and I think I drank 7 glasses of whiskey, and even by that point, I was like, nothing's happening to me. This is alarming.
It's also pacing, buddy. Are you drinking that in an
hour?
I'm
always pacing. I always pace myself.
So that's why pacing is good, buddy. Yeah. If you take 7 shots in a row, I doubt you'll be saying that.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't do shots.
They say you should always have a drink more. Maximum you should wait. No, not maximum. Minimum you should wait is 5 minutes, because that's how long it takes for the effects to kick in. So have a drink though. 5 minutes later, the effects will kick in. If you're okay with that, then give the other one lower. The problem with shots is pak. Hey, we can do 10 more, no problem. 5 minutes later, all 5 of them
hits, at one go. Yeah, I can't do shots.
Yeah.
Although I think the last time you and I did shots was Halloween of last year, when you were wearing the Charizard costume and I had all those.
Post Malone.
Yeah, I had 69 written all over my face.
You didn't have shots since then, yeah?
I haven't had shots since then.
Okay.
I don't like shots.
I like shots, but they're terrible for me.
Yeah, no, I think I understand people who enjoy shots. It's not for me. I just don't enjoy chugging alcohol like that.
Maybe if I would it depends on my scenario. If I go to Bojo Park and there's a nice place to sit, or people to talk to, then I like a beer. Pour the beer, have a beer, have a cigarette.
Although your go-to thing whenever you meet me when you're drunk is, Killer, let's do a shot.
No, but when I meet friends, I like to say, hey, let's have a shot.
That's what I mean. As soon as you meet, every time I've met you at Mojo, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, come, let me buy you a shot. And it's like, no, I'm good.
It's a good way to go with your friend, roll up, charge lead, roll up, charge two. Then from there either hang out or go on your way there. Yeah. So it's like a nice greeting.
Yeah, I understand that.
So then if I'm in a club...
I don't know why you had your pants around your ankles, but yeah.
Okay, like I was saying, if I'm in the club, I prefer shots because I don't want to sip, because it's a crowded place, not much to move. I want to get a little buzzed, so I'll take a shot, then I'll probably take a water. But if I get carried away, I'll meet 5 people, take 5 shots, then drink the water, then water does nothing. So that's my problem with my tolerance. No, I try to I drink more than I think I can handle. So I'm trying to control that.
It's been a while. I haven't done shots. I don't do shots.
Okay, so shots tonight.
No, thank you.
Okay, let's
and
go.
And you will hold me to that no thank you. Anyway, go on.
Let's
How
move
was
on.
your week, by the way?
My week is very boring, so it's boring. It's not fun enough to.
I'm gonna do this with you because a friend of mine who is a friend of mine who's been teaching here was telling me that one thing they've noticed.
You don't talk about a week.
One thing they've noticed is a lot of Bhutanese are not reflective.
I'm very reflective. I could share it, but it'll be very boring.
Yeah, then
okay.
No, but
so
let's do this. Let's
to summarize, to give the TLDR, it was just going to office and home there, but a little bit more detailed is I've been coming to.
Hang on, let me get my Sigmund
work
Freud.
more on time.
Let me get my Sigmund Freud beard and like a book, and then I can be like, and how did you feel?
I started waking up earlier.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, a good habit. So started getting up earlier. Then started exercising slightly, a little bit more. That's it. Feel a little bit better, utilizing my time. Usually I go to bed, I'm like, I did nothing productive today. Feel like a waste, and go to sleep though. But if you wake up on time and do a little exercise, you feel like, oh, there is at least what's the word? Self-care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the base. I feel like that.
Do you? You just said something that I want. Actually, good thing you brought this up because this has been something I've been wanting to talk about. This you just said right now. Sometimes you go to bed and you think, "Oh, I haven't had a productive day."
Yeah.
Do you think that's a very I understand that I understand that sometimes we need to be productive, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you think it's kind of dangerous how we sort of push ourselves to be productive throughout the week?
I think for me it's healthy because I'm a person who likes to keep goals. So like even with small goals, like let's say complete 100 push-ups without fatiguing yourself, complete your work assignments by the weekend.
No, that's it, by the weekend. But I'm saying like there are. So what I'm getting at is So I'm going to keep bringing up friends because I've had a lot of friends who've gone through this, and I had a friend who used to literally have tiny anxiety and panic attacks when they didn't have a productive day.
Oh, that's when you put pressure on yourself too much.
Exactly.
I don't put too much pressure.
Okay.
I just say like.
So yeah, that's what I mean. Like how do you?
So I keep myself a long goal, obviously, and then
Overarching
overarching goal, and I have mini goals which will help aid me in that long goal. So let's say my long goal, let's just say this, it's not real, but let's say a 6-pack. Okay, so 1 year goal. Okay, so if I eat a lot of sugar, if I eat a lot of fat, then I say I'm not helping my goal. Then I stop myself. Then if I'm exercising, I'm saying I'm proceeding my goal. So then every day, if I'm on my goal, then I feel like it's a productive day.
Yeah.
But if I feel like if I'm doing nothing to do which is going towards my goal, it's a bit of a waste. And if I'm doing something which is going completely against my goal, it's a complete waste of a day. But it doesn't mean like, oh, now I'm done, I won't start again. I say, okay, I messed up today, it's okay. Now I'll try again. We'll continue. But I never put the pressure that, the day bima switch don't put that pressure on myself. I say like, okay, long goal, small habits will make that goal reality. So that 30 mess up better, it's okay. Let's just stop doing that and continue like that. That's how I put myself in check.
Interesting.
It's basically, it's best if someone can tell you to do that, but no one's going to be there. You have to remind yourself. So for me, my mini goals are like that. Like whether it be like saving money at a month or more, don't go out as much as you used to. If you smoke cigarettes, maybe you smoke 3 cigarettes. So these small mini goals which will help your overarching goal.
So yeah, because I feel like I've met a few people who push themselves really hard, and I feel like they just giving yourself that ability to be like, today I'm just gonna lie in bed the whole day.
I give my days. Sunday's my day. So Sunday's like I don't want to do shit. I just want to sleep in, watch some shit online. Like most of the times I do know, but Sunday's the time I don't feel guilty.
Yeah.
I can order some food from takeout, stay home, be lazy. Then I'm refreshed. Then I call it my me day. Sunday's my me day. I just want to be by myself. Then Monday ready to do whatever you do there. But then I feel like challenge goals and motivations and pushing yourself beyond the comfort zone is good. But also you shouldn't be too, like you said, too harsh on yourself when you mess up. Forgive yourself and say just because you messed up
it's
today,
easier said than done though for a lot.
Of course. But then just remind yourself it's not the end. It's just a little detour. It's a little hiccup. You go back on pace there. If you lose your way, the shin is you won't jump off the road, man. You'll come back on the road and continue there. So that's what I'll advise people who are putting too much pressure on themselves.
Sunday is also my me day. Last Sunday I got up a little later than usual. I mean, I usually get up at 6, but I woke up at 6 and I was like, nope. Force myself to sleep till 8.
I always do that because my body is so used to it. Like I wake up every day at around 8:30. So weekends are automatically 8:30. So I'm like, why body? Why doka? I want to sleep today. Then I go to sleep, and my body has an alarm every 15 minutes if I don't wake up, but I have to manually turn off. So Sunday I don't keep it on. But body has become
Your
used
body
to it.
has an alarm, so you have
Now,
to
like every 30 minutes I'm getting up. Then I go back to sleep. Body's become so used to it, no, that waking up pattern.
Yeah, but I think, yeah. So, yeah, Sunday is definitely my me day as well. It's Monday to Friday, it's like do small jobs here and there. Write here, write this, work on a song. Sunday, it's just like, go on a walk somewhere, go into the woods. I did that last Sunday, went up to Wangdetse by myself.
Ah.
That's a nice
You
walk.
like walks though.
Yeah.
I'm not a walking kind of a guy.
Yeah.
If I want to do some physical activity,
You've got the legs for it though.
No. Yeah, just because you got a big dick doesn't mean you gotta do porn, man. Same thing.
Nah, that's where we differ, my friend, but
Okay.
alright.
Anyways, like for me, if it's exercise, I want to do something which is fun.
You play basketball?
Yeah, I play basketball, which is fun, no, with friends. You meet, you joke around, you get exercise. I think you burn like maybe a couple of calories also because you're running, exerting yourself, no? So that's fine. And even when I work out at home, I say push up, I say pull up, just bench. I'm working towards a goal, no? I want to complete like 10 pull-ups without any assistance, and push-ups, I want to complete like 10 dips without any problem. So like small goals, so it gives me motivation to do it, though. Whereas if I do something with this, like just for the sake of me losing weight, me gaining muscle, me looking good in the mirror, no, then and there's not very tangible goals you can look towards, because when you look in the mirror, let's say, you'll never be satisfied.
And I can never look in the mirror, but go on.
No, you don't look. That always gets me. I always forget it for a slight moment. But like I feel like these kind of goals, you should keep my mind a little healthy. Because sometimes everyone deals with mental stuff. No, like sometimes I sleep for like 1 week of doing nothing good. I'm like, oh, such a waste of life. Abled body, young man, wasting in time when some person or the other part of the globe is having less privileges and you're not utilizing them. I bash myself like that.
That's an interesting thought.
And even for like, since you made observation about the outing, now also observation changing me. So like when we drink, like our thing is always to say cheers and we drink. Let's go out today. It's been a long week.
You mean alcohol outings?
Yeah, alcohol
Okay,
outings.
I thought you meant like because we were talking about going for walks. So I was like, where did cheers come out?
No,
from
that's
my
when you're
walk
talking
to
about that night out you had last night. No. So I feel like for me, now I don't know for others, I feel like we should drink when there's a good occasion. Not just, it's the end of the week, let's grab one more. I feel like since alcohol is a very bad habit, that I don't care how much you defend it, but alcohol is the number one drug which kills people around the world. We forget about that. But it's legal, so stigma is not there. Alcohol is a terrible habit. So I feel like alcohol is fine with moderation, no. But we should, if you want to really control that habit, which I'm trying to do, is try to drink on occasion. So if it's your child's birthday, okay. Your close friend, why not? Drink today.
No, but then
If it's a wedding, why not? If it's a promotion, why not? If it's New Year also, why not? But not because, oh, yes. No. Find a nice occasion.
But then again, that's your prerogative.
That's my prerogative.
Maybe that's someone else's prerogative is, I've had a tough week, and at the end of the week, I want to drink with my friends, and that's an occasion on its own.
Yeah, okay. I'm not trying to force my thing though. But maybe you could not drink them. Maybe you can meet your friends. You don't have to drink them.
No, but then, yeah, exactly, and that's really up to them at this point. Like if they want to drink, then they can.
Even if they drink, why do you have to drink?
Well, if you want to drink, you can drink. If they're forcing you to drink, then you don't have to.
No, that's what I'm saying. If just because everyone's drinking, you don't feel obliged. Like,
okay. Then we're going back to the start of what we were talking
that's
about.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
You don't feel obliged.
Say it like that. So if you don't want to drink, you don't have to drink. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it.
But then there's also ways
unless your paycheck is connected to it.
Yeah.
I think that happens in Japan.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say that.
Yeah, if the bosses.
Yeah. So in Japan, the working culture is very
hierarchical.
There's like Azube, but it's very connected that they want to keep all the co-workers in check, no. Like not check, so like together, very communicative, no.
Toxic communication.
Communal, is that the word? Yeah. So every weekend in a very stereotypical Japanese company, they have something called nomikai. So nomi means literally to drink, and kai means to meet. So you're going to meet, drinking meeting. Basically drinking outings. So, like me go ahead.
Please switch off that heater, I can't do heat.
So what happens is the boss will come and then all the guys will surround and then they'll drink.
The boss will come and everyone will surround.
Surround him in the table. Okay, let me be more descriptive in the words. imagine like a long board table and all are sitting
Yeah,
and,
okay, I
the
understand,
and
I
the boss will stay there, okay? Then after every 5 minutes, people have to change their seats. And then sit and then stay with the boss, stay with somebody else, drink, roll up. So it's about building bonding. But the fucked up part about that is it was designed so you could talk, you could have some alone time with the female co-workers. So everyone gets a chance to hit on one. Okay, next one, hit on one. And you're drinking, man. You're obliged because you're with the boss. So one of them will bound to get drunk. So that's the kind of like patriarchal,
Not patriarchal.
misogynistic.
Yeah.
Patriarchal,
Okay. No, I thought you meant to say like hierarchical. in the sense the boss could-
hierarchical kind of.
No, but
scenario.
it's also this thing that you can't leave if the boss hasn't left. Right?
Yeah, you can do that also.
Oh shit, that's bullshit.
But
but then
if you have a meeting more, the boss will no more dinner. Yeah, that would work.
I feel like unless it's somebody really important, like I understand, right? Like I understand if they've got like a dasho or like a minister or one of the royals is at the gatherings, fine, I understand it there. But I'm like, if it's your office dinner or if it's something like that, I am not going to be sitting around till 11 p.m. because my boss decided that he wants to stay out till 11 p.m. You know, I want to go home means I want to go home, and I feel like that should be fine.
I think
It's-
we don't impose it, but out of respect, we try to stay.
Yeah, we do it out of respect, but then you're doing it to your own detriment when you think about
Yeah,
it.
but
And I feel like we should be able to do that. I think a little bit of autonomy in that situation. Like I came to the dinner, I had a great time. It's 9 p.m. or it's 10 p.m. and I'm done. I want to go home. I want to get in bed. I want to sleep. But my boss decides that they want to keep drinking and they want to have fun. I should not have to be obligated to stay behind for that.
I think it's more so of the co-worker's impression rather than the boss. If you leave, you'll be more worried
Yeah, but
about.
then again, But again-
rather than the boss, right?
Yeah, but then again, my thing is the same thing. If they're going to think about it, either way, they're going to think about it, whether you leave or whether you stay. It's going to happen. But anyway, like that's just my 2 cents on the matter.
No, I think culturally, no snag. Even if you don't want to think like that, if you don't want to think like that, like let's say example, if you go to a wedding, data with lunch with
I've done that so many times.
I know, but preferably you like to, make the effort to stay a bit.
No, I stay a bit, and then once I realize that I'm, maybe I shouldn't, that I want to go home, I go home.
Yeah,
It's as simple as that.
but let's say you come to the wedding
And you just have to-
enjoy it.
Yeah. And I agree that there is such a thing as just letting the people know that you've left. And I tend to do that. If I'm leaving, I always tell people like, oh, thank you for inviting me. I had a great time. Congratulations. See you at the divorce. Bye-bye.
Speaking of which, a lot of weddings this year.
Oh, yeah.
I got invited to another wedding.
I have a feeling I know who is. But anyway, go on.
It's been the 4 weddings the past 2 months, I think. Yeah, for me.
I think it's somebody, was it? I think, it's the next 2 years are bad years for
Yeah,
weddings
bad
in
years.
Bhutan.
So if you guys didn't know and you guys are with a significant other, lochi med, dauchi rai.
And not even Dauchi, I think it starts in the mid. Like once, I think there's going to be like, isn't there supposed to be like no gatherings and stuff?
Are weddings allowed?
I don't think so, no? After a certain point in the date.
Then maybe the wedding I'm attending is going to be within that cooling period. Though.
Probably, yeah.
More.
Chances.
But last time election time, the wedding china joide.
I don't know, I'm getting confused. Some people are saying gatherings with the Michelo, then again it depends on what sort of
Oh,
gathering.
because space sacrifice is open.
Anyway,
Blackout is open.
I just said that right
Oh,
now.
you just
for
said
like
that,
on
no.
New Year's Eve at like clubs, just like politicians going to clubs and being like,
Don't forget, election.
Happy New Year, please vote for.
Free shot. Okay.
Free shots, yes, sure. Yeah, but then, so the next 2 years are not good years for weddings.
Bad years.
But what does that mean? Does it mean weddings or does it mean marriage?
Marriage there.
So
Wedding is just
marriage.
announcement.
So are you saying that people who want to go to Australia can't also get married? What if this is
You're right, man. There's a loophole. The country did it so people will come back. We figured it out, Kinley. We figured it out. We figured it out. Oh my God.
It's an elaborate ruse.
It's a rules all this time. Oh my God. I didn't see it. And the blind man had to show me the way to finally see the light. Oh my God. Kinley. 2 years. Perfect, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're planning, man.
Yeah, because even if it is still like an MC, it's still legally you're getting married, right? and it's not supposed to be. And wow,
Wow.
the stars were jabardastly aligned.
뭐 집에서 지가 저기 막 린잡 주고 다 같이 막 쇼다 서울고 랍샤 was 뭐
Whoa, fuck! Nearly fell.
see omen that's omen that's omen that's omen
I nearly fell backwards. Shit.
shut up you're speaking too much imagine this
Okay,
the podcast
now-
just cuts off right now it's just uploaded like that
Okay, with our silver foil hats off our heads now.
but I love it okay I'll tell you one thing about weddings also Gachigi wedding style do it's not authentic and it's not culturally what's the word original because Gachigi wedding style do Dubigi style originally and authentically it's just chip the love jo chokojibe you do a cuddle over each other and done me that's just the wedding.
But it goes back to how you were in the last episode. You clearly said this yourself. Flex culture.
Flex of course flex culture
Flex culture plays a little bit of
flex
effect.
culture plays effect
Yeah.
because now we don't have actually a A to B or A to Z structure of how wedding looks like. We just try to fill in the gaps. We know that there has to be a choco. We know you need to sign MC. Now anything between that, no,
And
it's
after,
up to you.
yeah,
Oh,
and
it's
then-
up to you.
Yeah, but
So-
I think I like that. I like the wedding. I think wedding should be fun.
No, I think wedding should be fun. No, but I like the structure we have. See, we go to the wedding more. Now,
What-
now,
okay, yeah,
the couple more has woken up since 3 a.m.
To all the weddings that Sai has been to, he has had a problem with your.
No, I don't have a problem with your weddings. I just have a problem with
The
how
structure.
Bhutanese people more conceptualize what a wedding is.
Okay, go on.
Because you don't have a structure about that.
Okay, I want to hear
Okay,
this.
so 3 a.m. le more couple long go more.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay,
Yeah.
long go choco belo ya belo. I don't know. I've never
And
been
they're
there.
sitting in the chesham throughout
Sure,
for
okay.
like 5-6
Okay.
hours. yeah.
Now finally who do since more lunch reception. Now they have
And
to
they can't eat. They have to
Oh,
then stand
they have
and
to
wait and get.
They have to
the
stand
others.
and wait to get the data shling more for the whole day,
Yeah.
whole day, and then you
Yes,
smile,
yeah.
smile every picture. Gudu, toke, tired, everything more. And when it's finally done, then you do. You go next to thing what do you call a big cake with some event house scheme or cardboard cut 3 print scheme or layout cake chiba, and you take a damn champagne bottle and you do. And then you do that love arch we pose, no?
Yeah, yeah.
If, you guys can't see me, but you guys know what I'm talking about, no?
Yeah, you cross your arms. to
Cross
make
your
the
arms
heart.
and you drink the champagne, and then people clap, and then they'll play some cheesy Bhutanese love song, and then you do this awkward dance while people look at you, and then churuna, night reception, is again another same thing where there's a buffet, people will dance, and then it's over. So that's the wedding structure. Love shot, yeah, it's called love shot.
A love shot.
So now look at I'll tell you which is a better wedding, okay? Hindu wedding and Hosam Pasuki in Bhutan.
Just Hindu weddings.
Oh yeah, those weddings are much better, okay? They'll do whatever ceremony they do. I've never been to the ceremony to a whole day. Shuru time more when it's for night reception, everyone is involved. Everyone is involved. If one person is not dancing, they'll drag you. If you don't know you, they'll drag together more. Then they'll sing all that. Very togetherness. Whereas Machigi, stereotypically, Ngalopina, Bhutanese wedding style, is very like Rarasa group na de, Rarasa couple chigatap, Rarasa buffeza, Rarasa change to the chimneso.
Anidya, yeah, I'll agree with that.
Shana.
Because quite a few weddings that I've been to, I usually end up finding my friends,
Oh.
and then we will all like occupy
One spot,
table.
one table also.
And it's almost like when we go to like get drinks or food, it'll be like, okay, you wait here so that we don't lose
Oh,
this
see.
table. We will go, we will get our food, we'll come back, then you go and get your food and come back. And, yeah, interesting.
So here's my suggestion to make weddings better, okay?
Don't get married.
Huh? That's the best thing. The second best thing, Ani, do that, what do you call, tende na, choco.
Yeah,
Tende
yeah.
is, I think, choco or not the choco, I'm not sure.
The religious stuff.
The reception is not the tende mo. Okay, you do the religious stuff another day, okay? The next week you do the public one, no. You,
Public one.
I don't know what it's called, okay, reception. You have a cutout, okay, of the couple. You have a cutout with a big area with people can come in there, turichitsu, kadartsu, patch it up, and then you go.
Oh, you mean like a giant 3D life-size cutout?
Cutout,
Okay.
okay. Then more, churuna, you call them all together, then you make a nice reception more. Lights pakatsu more, microphone chiba, MC will come and say, hello, welcome to the wedding. Here is first course, more. Then you do, let's say, a speech from the friend of the family or a father more. Then you maybe announce the band, let them do a dance, romantic cake cutting, and then you off to your dinner or the dance reception there. Everyone's involved, a little bit more intimate setting, rather than now, tachita, lifachila truchi jin, take an awkward photo with people who are bloody tired since 5 a.m. more. Tochiza ichina song, charge to.
Well, now we know how Sai is getting married.
Huh? Not getting married.
No, when you eventually find.
No, if I eventually get married, I'm gonna plan my wedding, man. Because I don't like the structure of your wedding.
Okay.
Torture no couple no.
No, but I do agree on that because every wedding I've been to, like the bride and the groom, and a lot of the time it's usually the bride. They're just like, I am so tired. I've been like, standing and sitting and like for like 3 hours I sat in the chesham. And now I'm going to stand for another 4 hours. I understand. Yeah, it is for their happiest day. It seems like a lot of work.
It's self-inflicted, see, because much structure gaye mi wade da yendi anebe bego anebe judo go. If you do the choco, then it's done there. Now everything after that is on you. So that if you want to make a style book, the problem is that promotion style anebe wade. One person will be there, the chesham, kadar chita, patch it up. There should be a much more what you call
ergonomic way.
Yeah, ergonomic. Much better man of that.
Well, you could just have the couple sitting.
Yeah, but not respectful day.
Yeah, that plays into it.
Yeah, some dasher guy comes like sitting there. Udushi leve aschu.
Just leave your qadar here, leave the money there. If you have any gifts, please give it to my nephew. Thank you. Here's a cardboard cutout of me, take a picture.
Like I feel like a Christian wedding more since it's very glamorous. What kind of pronunciation? Glamorous more. People much doing pet home. We try to implement that style now. Because we've seen some weddings where night reception, the guy will be the tux, the girl will be the white dress. They'll have that awkward dance again. No, Sanzu may haven't been on because we're influenced by that. But their structure is nice. But the man is waiting at the altar. No. And they play some beautiful organ music. The bride side family on the left.
I don't think it's organ, but okay.
Whatever, okay. The right side, the family of the groom. So right side, the family groom, left more thing. Then they walk with the children as the ring bearer or the flower
girl at the ring bearer.
Okay, cute. Then the father of the bride takes the daughter and gives him to the husband and
gives her to the
husband.
Gives him.
Then the priest so in front of God, okay, then they do the ceremony, ring exchange, they do their vows, kiss people, throw flowers or rice or whatever, patch it up. It's a nice ceremony, it brings people together, structure is nice. Now, I'm not saying the religion or anything, but I'm saying as a wedding ceremony, it's a nice structure to it. Nice structure to it. Even the couple has to just be tired for 3 minutes while on stage, man, compared to Ngachigi, which has to stay for 7-8 hours standing up.
Well, I've only been married once, and even then...
You didn't have the ceremony more.
We didn't do ceremony and anything, so I... Honestly, all I wanted to do was if it's just a reception, that's it. I'm not somebody who really feeds into the I need to do chokor and all that stuff.
The choco, okay, fine.
Yeah, at the max, just to, out of respect, I think I would do just have the monk bless the thing.
제 초코 마음에나 아니 분위기 되다 싶길래. See. Today we pointed out 2 flaws, okay, which we understood.
Okay.
Tua.
One is the MC thing, and now the other one is my marriage. Okay, thank you.
It all comes around full circle.
Damn it! I should have gotten a tico to bless my wedding.
Oh, you don't been in the situation right now. You probably right now been poor tomorrow right now.
Oh no! Like I said, I was definitely never going to Australia.
Okay.
And if I was going to go there, I was going to be very miserable.
But you've been married, Kinley. Can't you not see the point, Kinley? Okay, let's move on.
All right.
We thought of this idea, guys. We've been seeing a lot of Bhutanese movies recently. And
How long have you been talking for, by the way?
Huh?
How long has this recording been?
Let's 48 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Okay, fine. So, I was thinking, since me and Kinley, we've been writing, we used to write before. We
still do write.
We still do write, okay. But let's just do one live session of a Bhutanese stereotypical movie. On the fly improv, okay? So let's do that right now.
All right, I don't know what's happening. Well, it's improv.
Okay. So let's just paint the scenario, okay? It has to be a love story, obviously. It has to be a love story. Now, if you want to be very stereotypical, one person has to be poor, one person has to be rich, bro. Right? Okay. So,
Roll of the dice. Who is the poor person? Who is the rich person? Boy rich or girl rich?
well, which is more relatable? I think a poor boy is more relatable, no?
Yeah, the farmer boy with the rich city girl.
Or the cancer girl. What do you want?
No, we can. That works too.
Okay, rich cancer girl falls in love to smart, poor farmer boy.
Isn't that Sring Mehta?
Does she have cancer?
Yeah.
She has cancer.
Sorry, not Sring Mehta. Wait. I watched this movie. Not Sring Mehta. Reche. Reche. No, there was this movie called Reche. Reche. Is it Reche? Anyway, I watched a movie which is that plot.
Okay.
There's already one.
Okay, we'll just start the story, okay? Now, here's how this game will work, okay? We can do two ways. Either I'll say a sentence and you follow it up with another sentence, or I'll say a word and you say a word and we have to make sense of that
Let's
story.
do sentence. I don't want to do word.
There
Just keep saying the.
Okay. There was a young poor farmer boy in Pemagatsel.
Okay. Whose mother died in a tragic cow herding accident.
And his father died because he was killed by a kekpa.
What the fuck? Did you say kekpa?
Kekpa.
Oh, kekpa.
Oh,
alright, I was gonna be like, you bastard.
Okay, he's a poor orphan guy in Pemagatsel, okay? Next, what's it?
His family land is he's got good family land. That's how he's been surviving, ancestral land. But now because he's by himself, he can't till the soil and all that. So a rich family from Thimphu has come in and they want to settle, so they want to buy his land.
Ooh, nice plot.
Somebody who's listening is just like noting this shit down.
The family is the tycoon of Bashi Industries.
But what's okay? Subtle.
Okay.
Very subtle.
Bashi Industries came with a Land Cruiser arrives on a nice summer day in Uzurung.
We just said Pemagatsel.
Isn't Uzurung in Pemagatsel? No?
You just pissed off a lot of Uzurumpas, but it's okay, they're done.
They will understand. Okay, in Pemagatsel. Okay.
Nganglam, say Nganglam.
Out steps the rich tycoon father with white beard and cowboy hat, and young skinny mother who has used too much Botox. As our young farmer boy,
and
now we'll name him. We'll call him
Dopinjur?
Siringla. Siringla.
Oh, okay.
Siringla looks upon the back door and someone comes out. Who comes out?
Who comes out from the back seat?
Yeah.
A very attractive 20-something-year-old girl who is the youngest daughter of that family.
Okay.
And followed by that comes our love interest, who is 32 years old.
Our Siringla?
Yeah.
Siringla, the farmer, I thought he was a boy. He's 32 now.
No. So Tsiring... Never mind, I don't want to explain this to you.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm just saying that his love interest is not the first girl that came out. It's the elder sister.
okay, they say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the elder sister who Siringla is in love with.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then the younger sister left Tsiringla.
Oh, love triangle now.
Yeah.
So now we have to introduce a square there.
Yeah.
So who is the square? Siringla's best friend.
Loves the mother.
Dofu Siring. He's also Siring. I can't go back.
Jesus, I think we can keep it to this. Do we have to? I'm finding this ridiculous.
No, I want to go. I want to see how far we go.
All right.
Okay.
That's what she said, by the way.
Okay. Now, Siringla finds out that Dasho
We didn't give the father the name.
Bab Keza. Is that a real name?
That's my uncle.
I don't know, I just made up a name. I don't know anybody called Bab Keza. Okay. And
I have an uncle who's
and
called Bab
his
Keza.
family industry of we just call him Dasho Bashi with his Bashi industry Dasho Bashi, and family tell the boy that they're going to be conveniently moving next door next to his land.
No, they want to buy his land.
They want to buy his land. Okay. Then what happens, Kinley?
They want to buy his land, but Tsiringla doesn't want to sell it.
Okay.
Because he has a lot of attachment to this land. It's his ancestral property.
Okay.
Now, Dashobashi wants this land.
Okay.
So he finds out that, well, we're not like going like we've made this assumption that there's time passing through. These are just like cliff notes.
Okay.
So he finds out that his youngest daughter likes Tsiringla.
Okay.
So he wants her to use her feminine wiles and charms
Oh.
to sort of make Tsiringla give up the land.
Oh, nice. Saucy. Okay. So one day, while Tsiringla is in his home dreaming about the elder sister,
Yes.
her name is. You have to name. I named two people.
Tsiring Tsomo.
Okay, Tsiring Tsomo, and
It's not going to get confusing
he finds her on.
Oh, and guess what the younger sister's name
He finds her on TikTok.
No, I have to tell you.
Oh, he finds her on TikTok that her, Tsiring Tsomo, and the younger sister are doing a TikTok dance, and they both look cute because of too many filters. But her name is what?
Tsetso.
Tsetso. Isn't that like Tsewang, Tsomo, something
Yeah.
like that? So she's Tsetso, and we have Tsomo.
We have the elder sister is Tsiring Tsomo.
Okay.
Sorry, Tsiring
Tsiring
Tsomo.
Tsomo.
And the younger sister is Tsewang Tsomo.
Tsewang
But
Tsomo.
then the family calls her Tsetso.
And then the Ajimdi,
Ajim is Tsiring Tsomo.
she's also Tsetso.
So they call her Tsomo.
Okay. So Tsomo and Tsetso are in the TikTok, okay? And then he finds her, TikTok, he finds her IG. Okay.
TikTok. Okay, wow,
Okay.
this is a very modern cowherd family.
Okay, I'm just improvise this and just go
Okay.
with it. Okay, so he DMs
Tsetso.
Tsomo.
But Tsetso has also DM'd him.
Yes, now what happens? Tsetso tries flirting.
is trying to flirt with Tsiring.
Yeah, saying Naba Chege.
No, but yeah, Namning Rume and all that stuff.
Okay.
The father, like we said, is sort of like goading Tsetso to. Okay, I would like to make a small change.
Yeah.
Tsetso doesn't.
No. We can't make change. That's one rule. Only one rule is we can't make changes. We have to go with what we say.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So Tsetso and Tsiringla.
Yeah, start.
No. Tsiringla and Tsomo he also DMs her and they also catch on.
Yeah.
Okay. And they decide to meet at the rock next to the river tomorrow. But when they go and meet in the rock tomorrow, instead of Tsomo,
It's Tsetso.
it's the dad.
What the fuck?
Twist.
What is it? The dad?
Yeah, Kinley. Figure out now.
Okay. The dad. The dad tells Tsiringla that there is no use for him holding on to his ancestral land.
How about
So-
we have an offer?
Yeah, so he makes him an offer he can't refuse.
He says, marry my youngest daughter.
Yeah, he says, you know what? You marry my youngest daughter,
Uh-huh.
so you keep the land, but then also because now you're married to the youngest daughter,
Yeah.
we think. But then he says that he doesn't want to marry the youngest daughter. He likes the elder daughter.
Okay.
But then Dashobashi says, no, the elder daughter is promised to some other wealthy family.
Oh, nice.
And then, so a struggle ensues.
Oh,
Okay, because he doesn't want to marry the younger daughter and he doesn't want to give his property either.
okay.
So then now the father says, I had a feeling you would say something like this. So then this group of gundas just pop out of nowhere.
Okay, yes. This is the Bhutanese shit. This is the Bhutanese shit we love.
And it turns out that the gup has been bribed by the father.
Oh,
And they sort of like,
collude.
they colluded and then they've already like forged his signature on the deeds, right? And these gundas, they get into a struggle and Tsiringla hits his head on the rock and falls into the river.
Okay,
And then they're
Presumed dead.
Presumed dead.
okay.
Yeah.
End of Act 1.
Wow. That's just Act 1. Wow.
Okay. Sometime later, we see a flowing river in the mountains. And we zoom in on a piece of cloth, ragged, a little bloody also. And we follow that cloth. And it goes to the end of the riverbank. And the camera zooms in. And it's just a cloth rag.
Okay.
The camera again pans. And we see Tsiringla on the side of the riverbed. Survived, but barely,
Yeah.
from his
Wound to the head.
wound to the head.
that
now
has somehow healed. Because that tends to happen in a lot of stereotypical Bhutanese movies. The wound suddenly just miraculously.
and then just in time,
there's a monk.
damn it! I was going to say something else. Okay, a monk comes, and
What were you going to say?
I was going to say that doesn't matter. I was going to say Tsomo was going to come with the monk,
Okay.
and together
There's a monk.
They wound.
The wound.
They wound him again. But after wounding him again, they heal his wounds.
Okay.
They heal his wounds and then take him.
It's just a monk, by the way. It's not.
Okay,
Someone.
take him to the Harang where the monk lives.
Yeah, and then the monk, and Tsering. So because Tsering's wounds were more grievous than intended, he takes time to recover.
Yes.
And this monk sort of takes over like this fatherly figure with him, and then the monk is trying to Tsering tells his story of what happened, and then the monk is trying to tell him it's okay, forgive, Buddhism, be compassionate, you must forgive. But then Tsering is no, because he's these people colluded, and now it's going to be this entire he's going to come back to the village as somebody else sort of thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
But a few years later.
Okay.
So we've got a time jump.
Damn it! I was going to kill them off.
The monk?
No, I was going to kill Siringla off. Okay, we'll do a time jump. Okay, now your version is he's gone to this town to become a better man. He doesn't sell land. He doesn't sell land.
No, his land's already been taken.
It's been taken, yeah.
Yeah, didn't I just tell you that the Gewok already? Dude, what the fuck? You weren't paying
No,
attention.
I thought they were colluding, but I thought we need Siringla's consent to sell the land.
So that's what the Gup had already colluded. So the better option was that he married Tsetso, so that at least they would have the land that way. But if he was not going to marry Tsetso, the Gup had already forged his signature onto the land deed, and then they were going to get rid of him.
Okay.
And that's what ended up happening. So they think he's dead.
Okay. Now where are we?
Now we are at the monk treating him, and a few years later.
Okay. Few years later, we see Siringla wake up from a nice apartment, presumably in the capital city. He wears. I said capital city.
Okay.
It's too late. He wears nice, proper go, makes his hair, and goes off to work in the.
But he keeps looking at that wound which is still on his head. As a scar. And it's a reminder to him of what he wants to do.
Okay, so during the day, at his office at
Bashi Industries.
No, he won't be working at Bashi Industries. He hates Bashi Industries. He wants to take Bashi Industries
But
down.
maybe he's been working from the inside.
But how will they not know? Okay, he's working at Bashi Industries, okay? He meets his colleagues and then they go to a club where a dance
Let's
sequence...
just assume that they were
a dance sequence ensues, okay? A dance sequence ensues. He's drunk, he's hungover, he wakes up the next day. What happens?
You're just you're giving me the harder things to set up.
No, I'm giving you the Bhutanese tropes, though. Then you have to come up with the stories. Then.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Why am I coming up with the story?
Because you're the writer, main writer.
Wow, okay. I did not know that. He wakes up, all right? He can't remember what happened. He drank a lot last night.
Okay.
He does remember, you see, glimpses, flashbacks from there. He's from a POV shot.
Yeah.
So you can see his hand holding a glass of whiskey, and then you can see throughout the night his memory is sort of blacking out because he's been drinking. It ends with him a female hand holding his, taking him, and he's waking up somewhere else, right? Now he turns, and it's Dashobashi's wife.
Now, where do we go from here?
I don't know.
And that's where we end episode 1. Episode 1 finished.
Okay, so now it's a mini series.
Episode 1 finished. Episode 1 finished. Okay, guys, if you want to listen to the next episode, episode of PSYPOD.
Kinley and Psy write horrible.
Dasho, Bashi, and Siringla, they're story being.
Oh, wow.
Siringla.
So, okay, who are our main characters so far? We have
Dashobashi.
Dashobashi's wife, who has no name.
Oh.
Apparently.
Okay. Siringla.
Dashobashi's elder daughter, Tsewang Tsomo, who's called Tsomo. And Dashobashi's younger daughter, who's Tsiring Tsomo, but she called Tsetso.
Okay. So we've established the setting and the motivation.
Oh, and there's the Gup as well.
And
his goons.
Yeah. So we've established episode 1 of Siringla. Okay.
how I learned to give my land up.
And see, this is how we pay our bills, people.
Yes, we write horrible shows.
Okay. So
This is how we came up with Get a Baby.
exactly, exactly same process. Such a time again. Okay, I think we just about ran out of time for our episode, so we'll call it. We'll end this on a cliffhanger. See if people are interested to listen.
Oh God! Please DM Psy or comment on his YouTube if you want more of this, because I don't know. It was actually kind of fun though.
Yeah, we'll see how the reception is. Yeah. Okay.
I should have mentioned that the monk used some weird like black magic to like change his face.
No, you gotta go back. No do-overs. That's the rule. That's the rule. No do-overs. Okay. But you can add a little bit element on top of that.
Okay.
You can see the monk had 3 strands of hair.
Okay.
Okay.
3 strands.
Yeah, he wasn't like pure 100%. No, 98, 97% pure.
monk.
Okay. All right. Anyways, guys, if you've been listening till the end, thank you guys. We are back, and we're back for more weekly podcasts. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. This is my
Share.
personal channel.
Challenge.
Welcome to my face wash. So that will help me and Kinley.
Yeah. Please follow Psy on his Instagram if you want to DM him what you'd like for the podcast. We probably won't listen to you because we still do what we want to do.
Yeah.
But we will. We are open to suggestions.
Yeah, we've eliminated guests now because there was no point.
Yeah. Because we just end up talking over the guests.
Talking over them more. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, stay tuned for the next one. If you guys have any suggestions and guest suggestions, please let me know. Any last words, Kinley?
Yeah, take care of yourselves. Have a great week ahead, and
try not to kill yourself.
That's life every day.
But you like Kinley, say your old catchphrase you just say, but
we are all gonna die someday.
So not that one. That not.
What?
That used to name actresses every night.
Oh, Alina Lin.
Goodbye, guys.